222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm. Comes to Zet, he's all alone, slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside, step back, Heinert, and she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie. Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network. North Dakota High School basketball comes to the Magic City tonight for a Friday night showdown with the Mandan Braves and the Minot High School Majettes. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome into our Shields pregame show. Shields bringing you the pregame show for this West Region matchup tonight, where Minot High, the number 5 team in North Dakota, sits on a 7-1 mark inside the West Region, taking on the Mandan Braves, not receiving votes right now, but sitting on a 5-5 mark, number 6 inside of the West Region. They lock horns tonight in this showdown inside of the WDA. Welcome to our Shields pregame show. I'm Nick Hulberg. Welcome to the Magic City and Magic City campus, the gymnasium here inside of Minot High School in the senior and junior classrooms of Minot High. It is a showdown tonight with the Braves and the Majettes, and a big one inside of West Region play. Again, Shills brings you the pregame show here tonight. Shills offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all of your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shop sporting goods, clothing, hunting, and fishing gear, and more at Shills of Minot. Well, this matchup features some of the top talent inside of North Dakota, some of the top young talent inside of the state as well. Some of those players to watch for tonight are Maggie Fricky from Minot High, 18 points per game. Lily Bell from Minot High, she averages 15. Their top two producers for the Majettes are in 8th grade. On the other side tonight, Mandan is led by 12 points on average per night from McKenna Johnson. She's only a freshman, 6'2 freshman. She's a forward. You look at the young lineups for both of these teams. The future's bright for both programs, but tonight it's not about the future. It's about the here and now and the showdown inside of the West region. Let's take a look at the standings. They're brought to you by Magic City Inspections tonight. Magic City Inspections is a locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you are ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, MinotInspections.com. Inside of North Dakota, we've got a good one brewing right now on the PSP network. Number 1 Century taking on number 2 Bismarck High tonight. That game is on the PSP network. Just click outside of this video and head over to its brother next door, where Chuck Claremont and Scott Woodmansey have the call tonight from the capital city in the Carl Gard Gymnasium on the campus of Bismarck High. Last I looked, Century was on top in that one. Century's unbeaten on the year. They're 8-0. Bismarck High's 8-1. They're number 2. Minot is 7-1. They're number 3. Their only loss came to the Demons here on their home floor. Legacy's 5-4. They're number 4. Jamestown's at 5-4 as well. They currently hold the number 5 spot inside of the West. Then you hit the break and start looking at the bottom half, and that's where you find Mandan at number 6. A big one for them tonight, looking to see if they can leapfrog up into the 4 or 5 spot. Mandan on a 5-5 mark on the season, 500 currently coming into tonight's ball game. St. Mary's is at 2-6. They're number 7. Turtle Mountain having a better year than last. They're 2-7 as well on the season. They're number 8. Dickinson off the pace at 1-8. Watford City, the Wolves, are 1-8. And Williston not competing in varsity action this year due to some circumstances out west that has them in the cellar at number 11. There's a look at the standings, brought to you by Magic City Inspections, a locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Again, you can find them online, MinotInspections.com. A look around the region tonight, brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech. Don't forget about Clean Tech's 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Find them online, cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. The other games tonight, we mentioned number 1 Century taking on number 2 Bismarck High. That's a doubleheader tonight. The boys are going to square off. That's a 1-3 matchup, with Century having the higher seed in that showdown tonight. That should be a good one on the PSP network. I know a lot of people were locked and loaded into that one. Hang on tight, because anytime the Demons and Patriots get together, you know it's going to be good. Boys or girls, doesn't matter. And tonight, no different. Mandan here at Minot tonight, and St. Mary's is at Legacy tonight. It's St. Mary's and Legacy rumbling. That will be a big one as well. St. Mary's number 7 in the conference. Number 4 is Legacy. And St. Mary's looking to get back to the winning ways here in 21-22 with that showdown with the crosstown rival. Don't forget about Clean Tech's 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Once again, find them online at cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech's been coming to the rescue since 1992. Well, there's a conversation at center court between the captains and the officials for tonight. That means we're getting just about set for the opening tip-off of the starting introductions here tonight. But first, we'll talk to both coaches. We do that in our Tires Plus Coaches Corner coming up right around the corner on the PSP Network. We talked to Sean Henderson tonight, and we talked to Jason Schwartz. Henderson, the head coach of the Braves. Schwartz, head coach of the Majettes. We'll hear about their teams and the matchup here tonight. We'll do that when we come back to the Shields pregame show. Get locked and loaded for a good WDA Girls Showdown tonight from the Magic City. It's live on the PSP Network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Our Shields pregame show on the Tires Plus Coach's Corner. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. Now the opportunity to talk to the Mandan Braves head coach, Mr. Sean Henderson, in year number 2. Coach, first of all, thanks for some time. How was the ride up here tonight?
It wasn't too bad till we got to about max, and then the roads got a little sketchy, but we're here and we're ready to play.
You guys are going to be in for a little bit of a blizzard tonight as well, taking on the number 5 team in the state of North Dakota, according to the media right now. What do you expect out of the Majettes here tonight?
They're a very well-coached team. They're going to play hard. A lot of things go through Fricky and Bell, and, it's just kind of slowing those two down, not letting Lundy get out open on the perimeter. So, they kind of have a nice three-headed monster that no one's really been able to slow down quite much this year, so hopefully we can kind of slow them down.
You have some athletes in your own right. Touch on McKenna Johnson, the youngster, only a freshman, leads your team, averaging 12 per night. What is she like as a player?
She's a very special player. She's one of those kids where she's a gym rat. She likes to be in the gym, so, she's earned a lot of her accolades that she's gotten through her hard work, and she's still got a lot of ways to go if she wants to reach her goals that she has. And, as a freshman, it's someone that we have to lean on quite a bit with our team this year. So, it's big shoes for a freshman to step up to, but she's rose to the challenge so far.
2-game win streak for you guys right now, and a big one in the West region tonight at 5-5. Your record overall against Minot High at 7-1. How much emphasis do you put into a win here tonight, especially on the road against a young Majettes team that is at the top of the list inside the West?
We're approaching this game like it's the Saturday of WDA, and we got to win to get in. We want to stay out of the play-in game, so right now, if we win the night, we can get up to that 4 or 5 seed. So this win, we're looking at it as it's win or go home, and it's a big win for us if we can be hopeful enough to get one.
How do you like being in the WDA where it's like that each and every night? It seems that every year it just seems to get more and more competitive.
Oh, I love it. The parity in the league this year is just unreal. That 3-day tournament in March is going to be one of the best 3 days of basketball all year long, and I'm just glad we get to have it all at one event, or the event center this year in one place, so it's going to be great.
It's going to be wild. Tonight should be wild as well. What's one key for your ball team tonight if you want to be victorious here in Minot?
We just got to, don't get too high and don't get too low. We got to play with emotion, play with energy, and we have to be we got to know that they're going to make a run. Last game, they made a run at the end of the first half. We came storming back and took the lead again. We got to withstand that second comeback because they're not going to go away. They're a very well-coached team, so they're going to come back at us. We got to be able to withstand that, and then we got to hit some free throws tonight.
It's going to be a big one. Thanks for your time as always, Coach, and best of luck here tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Sean Henderson, the head coach of the Mandan Braves. When we come back, we'll talk to Jason Schwartz, the head coach of the Magi. It's North Dakota girls high school basketball, live on the PSP Network. Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Minot High head coach, Mr. Jason Schwartz, here in year number 3 for the Magi. First of all, thanks for some time here tonight.
Well, thanks a lot, Nick, and thanks for being here. We always appreciate when you're here. And And, I know the fans out there that are watching really appreciate you being here as well.
I'm not quite Scotty, but I'll try to get my bearings in the hardwood here tonight. Should be easy with two good ball teams going at it tonight. Mandan comes to town taking on your Majettes here. Mandan, a team number 6 in the WDA right now. You guys are number 3. What do you expect out of this matchup here tonight as far as conference play is concerned?
Well, you're going to have two teams that are really going to get after it tonight and really play hard. We've tried to up our efforts this year as far as playing extremely hard on both ends of the floor, and that's what Mandan does. They traditionally are going to get after you for 36 minutes, and so we know that's what we're going to have to face tonight. We got to be able to handle that pressure and limit the number of turnovers against them, because we know we can score, and we got a lot of scores on this team, but when we give the ball away, we can't score. So we got to hang on to it tonight.
I know your history a little bit, and obviously you've been to the big dance in the Class B ranks and got a pretty good outlook here for the Magi here in 21-22. How excited are you about where the program's going right now with the youth of Minot High School?
I'm very pleased. Never satisfied, but pretty happy with the progress we've made here these 3 years. Of course, we've got some talent, but we got kids that are putting more and more time into basketball in the off season and getting themselves involved in other sports and being well-rounded athletes. And so we know that we've got to do those things to be competitive. It's a very competitive league. Class A is very competitive across the board, both East and West. And so it's really hard. So you've got to do all those little things from the end of the season to the beginning of the next one to make yourselves better, and I like what our kids are doing with that right now.
It's kind of fun to see across the leaderboard in the WDA. There's names on this sheet that stand off the paper. Obviously, Fricky with 18 per night as an 8th grader, and Bell with 15. But how about a girl like Aguilar with number 4 right now in the WDA on the assist column? I mean, there's some little stats, and those aren't really little stats when you look at them across the board. The depth really is there in all aspects of your game.
Yeah, Maya's one heck of a player, and she could certainly do many more things for us. It's just we have so many options to go to on our team, but Maya's one heck of a player, and there's times where she sticks out like she's our best player, and so she does a lot of little things for us that go unnoticed. And there's some other things that our kids are doing that are, Maggie's one of the top free throw shooters in the region, and she's right up there and one of the top in steals as well. And so, everybody looks at points, but there's so many other things that a lot of our kids do that make a big difference, make a huge difference.
90% when you've taken 50 shots from the charity stripe. That's almost unheard of, isn't it?
Yeah, especially from an 8th grader, right? But Maggie puts more time into basketball than any kid I've ever been around. So, and you could probably say that about Lily as well. Those two are in the gym and they got a basketball in their hands all the time. So, that's what you want to see out of all of your kids, and that's starting to get contagious a little bit with a lot of our younger kids that are coming up. They're putting a lot of time into basketball, and you can get things done when kids prepare themselves the way they have.
Final thing for you tonight, how much emphasis do you put on a win here against Mandan, kind of at the halfway point of the season? I mean, is it a make or break in your mind in these region games here tonight? You got a little bit of a cushion, of course.
Yeah, we're trying not to, as a team anyway, we're not trying to focus on winning or losing. We got to focus on just playing well and doing the things that we're capable of doing, and we might win a game here and there. Like, for instance, the last time we were out, we played Jamestown. That was a game we didn't deserve to win, and Maggie hits a half-court shot to win it for us. And, sometimes you'll take that luck, but, we certainly got to play much better than we did that game. And that's, to me, is more important. We might come out and lose tonight, but if we play extremely well, then I'm satisfied with how we played. We're making progress, and wins and losses will take care of themselves then.
Always great talking to you. Best of luck here tonight.
All right, thanks, Nick.
Thanks again for your time. Jason Schwartz, the head coach of the Minot High Majettes. When we come back, we're going to dive further into the matchup. Girls North Dakota High School Basketball is live on the PSP Network.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Color guard on hand tonight. Nothing like that as we salute the great country of the United States of America. Big thanks to all the military veterans that are out there here tonight. Fantastic job. And a big thank you again. All right, let's send it down to Andy Latch for the official introductions tonight as we get this one set to rock and roll. The Magic City Campus Gymnasium, the Braves and the Majettes here tonight. Here's Andy Latch.
Senior number 34, Faith Everly. And freshman number 35, Kenneth Johnson. And that's coached by Sean Henderson, Tyson Maxson, and Laura Just. And Jamie Henson. Now the starters for your Minot Majettes.
Well, there you have it, the official introductions tonight for both of these basketball teams in a WDA showdown tonight on the PSP Network. We sure appreciate you folks for joining us here tonight for what should be a good one inside of West Region Girls High School Basketball. Number 6 Mandan at 5-5 overall, taking on number 3 Minot at 7-1. Minot High, number 5, according to the media in North Dakota. They were higher than that until Bismarck High knocked them off for their only loss of the year. Minot High on the season, they're 1-0 on Friday nights. How will they do tonight? Only their second Friday night game. Can you imagine that? The Majettes are in white tonight. The Braves are in black with gray here tonight. And we're set and ready for our opening tip-off for this North Dakota high school basketball matchup on the PSP Network. Thanks again for joining us tonight for this West Region affair inside of the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Mandan controls the opening tip, and they've got the basketball in the offensive zone here with Jordan Tolman. Takes it down low. She's going to be blocked. That brings the Minot High faithful to volume early on. Just 18 seconds in. Went off on Minot High, so it's Mandan with the ball back. Here's a shot coming up. It was fired off there from McKenna Johnson. Team point leader coming into the game tonight with 12. She was fouled on the play. Avery Lundy was charged with her first personal. First team foul on the Majettes. So that sends number 35, McKenna Johnson, the 6'2" freshman, to the charity stripe, and she goes 1 for 1. Johnson averaging 12 points per night. She's had 129 rebounds to her name here in the 21-22 campaign. One of the top young talents inside the West. She goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Talked to Jason Schwartz about that earlier on tonight. That was off the air in that conversation before the coach's corner tonight, just asking, is this a trend we're going to continue to see with younger players that are going to get varsity minutes? Here's one of those younger players. That's Maggie Fricky. Puts it up and in, and Fricky's got her first 2 of the ball game. She's only an 8th grader, currently averaging 18 points per night, number 3 inside of the entire WDA, and there's some studs inside of the West region. Jason said that he thought possibly we're going to see that trend across the board. Jordan Tolman hits for 3. Tolman, 5'9" senior, has Mandan up by 3 in this showdown as we sit at 16:59 remaining in the opening half of basketball tonight. These two teams matched up earlier on this year, and it was Minot High that won by a score of 76-69. That was in Mandan back on January 4th. Underneath the rack, it comes to Evenson. Pushed out to Lundy on the far side. Lundy sends it back in the middle, and it's taken away here. And back the other way we go for Jordan Tolman. NDSC for basketball next year for Tolman. Multi-sport athlete, the senior. He's had a good run here for Mandan. That shot comes up, misses off the mark. Fricky's got the board. And here come the Majettes across the timeline. They go back to Evenson from Fricky. Evenson's got it here on the wing, sends it inside. That pass intended there for Elsie Hardy. It was taken away, and here come the Braves back over the timeline, and they carry back into Minot High territory. Fricky's there. She says, I don't think so. And a 2-on-1 the other way. Fricky makes the move. Lundy there to clean it up. And Avery Lundy's got her first 2 points of the ballgame. Lundy, a sophomore guard, averaging 12 per night for Minot High. She's in the top 5 in the WDA for 3-pointers on the season. She's hit 13 of those this year. Ball's handled down by the Majettes. Look out, Evenson's hauled down. And we're going to have the basketball go back to Minot High School here with 15:47 left in our opening half. Big thanks again to Shields of Minot bringing you the pregame show tonight. Shields for gear, passion, and sports. So much more than that at Shields. Shop sporting goods, clothing, hunting and fishing gear, and more at Shields of Minot. They brought you the pregame here tonight. Ball's going to be taken away again here from Sheldon, and Sheldon carries it down. Spin move underneath the rack. Put it up, no good. Board pulled out of there by Lundy. Baseball pass up to half court, and that one's going to be knocked on a play from McKenna Johnson. And now Minot High is going to inbound from back right at the timeline. Lundy inbounds it here, gets it off to Lily Bell. We haven't talked about her a whole ton here tonight, but she averages 15 per night. 20 blocks on the year for her, 7 rebounds per game. That's number 6 of the West region. What year is she? 8th grade. Ball's worked back up top. Comes away now from Eberly, taken away from Lundy. Lundy back off to Lily Bell, and Lily Bell's gonna go to the elbow. She'll make a move, a little dribble drive, puts it up one-handed and in, and Lily Bell's got her first 2 points of the contest. Braves back the other way with the basketball. Across the timeline they come in those road black uniforms, trimmed out in gray here tonight. Coached by Sean Henderson, we sure appreciate his time in the pregame show here this evening. Fun talking to him. Young man graduated from the University of Mary back in 2014. Over the timeline, Bell's going to be charged with the offensive, and Bell's got her first personal foul. Second team foul. Tori Height comes into the ballgame for the first time tonight for Minot High. Height's a 5'5" junior guard. She averages 4.5 per game. Out goes Aguilar. Yeah, that's the same starting 5 on the other side here for Mandan. Ball's going to be taken back away to the far side, work back in. This is Morgan Sheldon. Off to 35, which is Johnson. She's got her first 2 from away from the charity stripe for the ballgame. She leads all scorers, and Mandan leads 7-6. Collision right there. And the foul will be charged on the Braves. That's Faith Eberly that's going to pick up her first personal. Third team foul here on Mandan. It's actually her second. I apologize. Second personal on Faith Eberly. Third team foul. Ball's going to be thrown in here from Lundy. Sends it down to the corner, tried to feed it down to Fricky. It was last touched by Fricky. Piper Harrison there as well. Harris, multi-sport athlete. She's going to come to the Magic City after her high school career comes to a close here in May. She's going to play volleyball for the Beavers of Minot State University. Good multi-sport athlete. Fancy move across the timeline for Harris. She's going to walk it all the way down, put up a shot. It was blocked. Rebound sent up from Johnson. And now Minot High's got it out of there. They bring it down to Lundy. The give and go from Fricky. And Lundy missed it. And it's going to be taken here by the Braves. And they're going to go to work again now as they cross back over the timeline. Piper Harris coast to coast. One-handed with the left hand. Put it up, no good. Board pulled down. Last touched there by Johnson. Minot High's got the ball back. As that ball was touched and it went out of bounds. USA theme tonight for the Minot High student section. Now you hear Sean Henderson, head coach of Mandan, coming alive on the right side of your TV screen down low. Again, there's a doubleheader tonight on the PSP network. Bismarck High and Bismarck Century. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey have the call of that one tonight. If you haven't heard those gentlemen call a game, you're certainly missing out. Some of the best in North Dakota. They're in that conversation without a doubt. They're on our team on the PSP network. That one from downtown from Lily Bell. 5 for the 8th grader, and Minot High's got the lead at 9-7. Ball's taken here by the Braves. Crossover move from Sheldon, kicks it over to the far wing. That one off the mark from Markle. Board pulled down by the Braves. Turnaround shot from Johnson, no good. Here's Avery Lundy with the board, and Lundy goes back over now. And Lily Bell's going to cross over the timeline with it. Future is bright for the Majettes with the youth that they have here. Here's one of them. This is Lundy. Downtown. Yep. Lundy's got a three-pointer. Her first 3 of the ball game. 14th of the season. And Minot High's got a 12-7 lead. Worked inside to Johnson. Aguilar was in after it. Johnson puts it up, had too much muscle on it. Lundy's down with it. Here comes Avery Lundy. Lundy goes back over to the far side for Lily Bell. Lily Bell's going to dribble drive, brings it in, stops it, pops off the window and in. Well, Bell's starting to unhook the plow here, leading all scorers. She's got 7 in the ball game. Minot High has doubled up the Braves. It's 14-7 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. And the charge is drawn there from Avery Lundy as into her with Piper Harris, and Harris is going to be charged. Second personal on Piper Harris, 15th foul. Substitutions in here now for both of these teams. Bennett's in for Minot High. Apologize, missed the number on the other side. Here's Aguilar making that. Lily Bell instead puts it up off the glass again. 9 for Bell. Off to the corner and back up top. It comes down for Markle. Off the mark of the 3. Bell's down with the rebound. Goes back to Aguilar. She's across the timeline. Swept it out over to Lundy. Comes back away now up top. Lily Bell from downtown. She hits another one, and she is on fire. Timeout called here for the Majettes. Majettes on top, 19-7. And it's Mandan, Sean Henderson rather, that wants to talk things over. Minot High, a runaway train early on in this one tonight. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard reads 19-7. The home team's on top.
To top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Inside the Magic City Campus Gymnasium for North Dakota High School basketball tonight. Minot High found themselves down early in this contest, and then it was the Majettes that really turned up the motor in the last 4 minutes to go on a run that has them up 19-7. Braves trying to counter. That shot's going to go away and be airballed from Tolman. Minot High's back with it. They run and gun, ahead forward. They give and go up off the glass. Just missing there was Tori Height. She's fouled in the play. Minot High's going to find themselves back at the charity stripe. The foul's called on Tolman. First personal. 16 fouls here on Mandan early on in this first half of basketball. 19-7 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Minot High on top of this West Region affair. Height gets that one to bounce around on the rim. She gets it to fall, and Height's got her first points of tonight's contest. Shooting 66% for the Majettes from the free throw line. Height mid-pack with that percentage here in 21-22, and if you can believe that, it's pretty impressive what Minot High's been able to do from the free throw line. Collectively, they shoot 75% from the free throw line, and a team that certainly is talked about as one of the tops inside of North Dakota. Those little elements to the game and those pieces like the free throws certainly involved in that conversation on what makes Minot High so good. They've got those little pieces that become big, certainly when you get closer and closer to the postseason. 21-7, Minot's got the lead, but it's Mandan that's got the ball to inbound in their offensive side of the floor. When you talk about these two programs all time and where they fall into place as far as tournament records, championships at the state and region level, shot was off the mark, by the way, rebound pulled out from Sheldon. Sheldon gave it back off, shot came up for Markle, she was blocked, and back away comes Fricky. Minot High only has one state championship in girls high school basketball. You heard that right, the Majettes have only registered one state championship victory, and it came all the way back in 1978. That was a long time ago. I was born in 85. I'm 36 years old, if my math is still correct. Tells you how long ago that was. Minot High is hungry for one. So is Jason Schwartz, the head honcho of the Minot High Majettes. Mandan on the other side. 9 state championships all time. Remember that impressive run they had in the early 2000s? Their last championship came back in 2008. Other end of the floor here for the Braves. They put it up and in with Haley Merkel. Her first 2 points of the ball game. Right at the timeline, collision there. Ball's going to come back into the possession of Minot High because Maya Sheldon was charged with her first personal. 7th team foul. And that's going to send Maggie Fricky to the free throw line. 55 attempts from the charity stripe this year. Lily Bell's going to check back in. Out comes Kinsey Kaler for Minot High. Bell's back in. Out of the 55 attempts that the 8th graders taken here in 21-22, she's hit 50 of them. Make it 51 of 56 now, and she's got 3 points here in the contest. One of the top producers inside the WDA, and she doesn't miss again. She's got 4 now here tonight, and the lead extended to 23-9. Minot High on top. They're going to reset the shot clock, it looks like, and that's what they'll do with 10:07 left in the first half. Hang around for our Premier Chiropractic intermission report, halftime report, here tonight. Premier Chiropractic, focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas with the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Find them online, premierchiropracticnd.com. See if we can get an out-of-town scoreboard update for you as well. Fricky's on the floor, battling for it. She's in there, scrumming big time with Kennedy Rentz. And Minot High is going to come away with the basketball. Well, they've got some mojo here tonight, don't they? The Majettes do. 23-9. They've got the lead on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard here on their home floor in front of a all-right crowd for a Friday night. Expected to be big tomorrow night as well, as the Minot High boys are at home against Mandan. 7:05 for the pregame tomorrow night. I'll have the call for you here on the PSP Network. That ball is going to be tossed away by the Majettes. That's going to be a battle of unranked Mandan against number 2 Minot High in boys high school basketball. The Majettes and the Magi have been inside the media poll for a big portion of this season. Basketball's good. Something in the water up here at the Magic City in 21-22. Wasn't that way for the Majettes last year. They went 10-13 overall. They finished 9-11 inside of the conference. That was good enough for 7th inside the region. They did not qualify for the big dance of the state tournament. 3 attempt from Bells off the mark. Boards pulled down there for McKenna Johnson, and McKenna Johnson's going to cross it back over the timeline. Gives it off here. That's Maya Sheldon. Goes back up top, and it's going to be taken in here from Marco. Marco goes down to the floor, and the ball's going to be taken back away. Johnson's got it here. Baseline, shot came up, blocked there from Aguilar. Bell's going to throw it out, and it's picked up again here from Tolman. Tolman's going to call the shots from upstairs. Rid of the Magi emblem. Takes it back, a little runner. This one off the front to the rim from Kennedy Ritz. Board pulled down. Mandan's got a few of them here. They finally get one to fall as in goes McKenna Johnson. She's got 6 now in the ball game. Fricky runs over a player there, kicks it off to the corner. This is Evenson, who's been quiet tonight. She's off the mark. Board pulled down here for Mandan, and the Braves are going to bring it back over the timeline once again. Ball set up top. Worked over to the left side. A dribble from Tobin, and then she works it back up top. Outside the key to in. Goes back away now to Fricky, and the ball is going to be tied up here. Another foul coming on Mandan. This is going to be their 8th team foul. It's going to be charged on McKenna Johnson, her first personal. Evenson checks out for Minot High, so does Hardy. Fifteen's going to check in. That's Kiara Orr for Minot High. Bennett checks in as well. Miss Mandan was working on getting the foul down on the sheet of paper. My apologies. Solo mission here tonight to the Magic City. We do appreciate you for joining us for this girls matchup, where Minot High leads 25-11 after Fricky knocks down another. Up over the timeline here for Mandan. Ball's touched by Lundy. It goes on a bounce, so now it's going to be inbounded here right at the scorer's table. Jordan Tobin goes to work with it. Kicks it over to Maya Sheldon from the corner. 3 attempt, that one off the mark. The attempt from Haley Merkel was there. And the Minot High student section letting Merkel know that she's in the Magic City here tonight. 7:32 left here in the opening half. Offensive is going to be the charge on Minot High's Lily Bell. She's still on the ground. She's up now. That will be Lily's second personal. That's going to bring Evenson back into the lineup and Tori Height. Aguilar is going to check out with Bell. 7.5 to play in the opening half of basketball here tonight. This broadcast, by the way, brought to you by our friends at Roger Ward Moving and Storage and Jobbers Moving and Storage. Locations at Minot, Bismarck, Aberdeen, Fargo. If you're moving across town or across the country, let Roger Ward Moving and Storage and Jobbers help you out. RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com, JobbersMovingAndStorage.com. Again, Roger Ward and Jobbers bringing the ball game tonight. So does Jersey Mike Subs, where you can vote for this week's Player of the Week. Who is this week's Player of the Week? Let us know. We'll release that tomorrow on the voting side of things. Presley Bennett from downtown. Presley comes up shooting 70% from the field, and she nails a three-pointer. And Minot High has a 28-11 lead here on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Foul's going to be charged on the Majettes. Falls on Avery Lundy, and that's going to be her second personal. That's 5 on Minot High. This brings Haley Markle to the line, shooting 46% from the charity stripe. She hits the first. Fricky checks back in, so does Kinsey Kaler from Minot High. Out goes Lundy, and checking out as well as Kiara Orr. Charity stripe shot for Markle. 2 for 2. She's got 4 in the ballgame. But Minot High's got a big lead at 28-13. Ball's handled here by Evenson, kicked off to the corner. Heights open from downtown. That one was in, almost. And then it came back out. Mandan's got the basketball. They're back across the timeline. Setting it up here at half court. This is Maya Sheldon, kicked off to the corner. 3-lad Markle. That one hit the back of the iron. Maya Sheldon's got the rebound, kicked it back out. Here's a jump shot, high up off the glass and in. And Jordan Tolman has 5 down the ball game. Fricky's got the basketball. She works it up top. Evenson thought about it, dribbled in, kicked it back out. Bennett looking for the heat check. She just delivers back to Height, kicked inside. Now Evenson out top. It comes. Fricky's off the mark. Over the back on Tori Height. She's going to be charged. Ball was on number 23, Tori Height. That's going to be her first personal. 16 fouls now here on Minot High. Thanks to Andrew Woodback for joining us here tonight on the broadcast. He's running the film for us tonight. A great friend of the PSP Network, student manager for the Minot High Magicians boys hockey team. Minot High's at home tomorrow for girls and boys hockey. We unfortunately will not have the coverage tomorrow. Ball's taken here by Evenson. Back up it comes for Fricky. Now back away. Height's going to crash towards the rack. That ball's going to be taken away, and it goes out towards the concession stand. Ball knocked out at the doors, but it's going to bring Minot High back to the Mandan baseline with the basketball with 5:29 left here. The first half of basketball tonight. We will have Minot High boys basketball tomorrow night. The matchup again against Mandan. Hope you join us for that one tomorrow night, folks. Should be a good one here on the PSP Network. Todd Domrey's and Lane Senemy will have North Dakota High School hockey tomorrow before that happens. Tori Height for three. Height's got a three-pointer, and Minot High has a 31-15 lead from the corner. Trying to counter on the other side. Board pulled down and put back up. McKenna Johnson. She's got a quiet date to the ball game. She leads Mandan here in the first half, 31-17. That matchup in hockey tomorrow is actually Mandan and Legacy tomorrow on the PSP Network. That one from the VFW Sports Center. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout called by Minot High and Jason Schwartz. We'll take a break as well. We'll come back on the PSP Network. It's been a good one so far tonight. That is if you're a Majettes fan. 31-17, they lead late to the first half.
Galactic pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Here we go. 31-17, Minot High's on top. The Spice Girls blare inside. Spice Girls blare inside of Magic City Campus Gymnasium here tonight. Gotta love that song, don't you? That's one of the classics all time. Maybe not my top 10 for arena rock music, but it certainly puts a mood into this place on a Friday night. Shot clock's down to 7 for Minot High. Bennett's got it, stops and pops, puts it up, rolled up, out, back in, and Bennett scores. Presley Bennett up to 5 in the ball game. She hit from downtown. She also just scored the 2, and Minot High leads 33-17. It's going to be a shot that came up. There's going to be a foul charged here to Minot. This will be their 7th personal. Ball was charged on number 25, Elsie Hardy. It's the first personal on her. That will send Morgan Sheldon to the free throw line. Sheldon rolls it off the front to the rim and then out. Having to deal with the Minot High student section right behind that hoop here tonight. It's always fun, isn't it? Probably not. They're making some noise again. Second attempt coming for Sheldon. Sheldon doesn't let that bother her. She nails the second one. She's got her first point to the ball game. 33-18. Aguilar down in deep, sends it off to Fricky, back up top. Evenson open is Aguilar from the corner. That's a 3 attempt, no good. Board's going to be pulled down by the Braves, and out of there with it came Harris. Across the timeline they come. This is Markle. Markle's going to dribble it all the way in, coast to coast. Oh, the hand came up, and Elsie Hardy shut the door. She said, I don't think so. But the foul will be charged to Minot High on Hardy. That wasn't a clean block. Hardy's got 16 blocks on the season. Looks for another one. That one's not going to count due to the infraction of the foul. Sends Markle back to the charity stripe. She's now 3 for 3 from the free throw line here tonight. Talk about those state championships for both of these teams. That one off the front of the rim, no good on the second attempt. Now 3 for 4 tonight. If you're just joining us, we talked about Mandan having 9 of them. The last coming in 2008. Minot High's got 1. Their last came in 1978. Quite some time ago. Will this be the year for one of these teams? Well, Minot High's got a shot at it. Anybody in the West certainly does. That one's off the glass and in. Counted for Haley Markle. Mandan's had a good run in the region as well as far as championships are concerned. 15 region titles. Minot High's had 6. Last one came for the Majettes in 2015. Last one for Mandan 2011. Full timeout. Minot High's going to call one here. We'll take one as well. 33-21. Mandan trying to crawl back into this one. It's North Dakota High School basketball here on the PSP Network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Full week on the PSP Network this week. High school basketball on the girls' side tonight to bring the Monday through Friday schedule to a close. Of course, again, busy tomorrow on the PSP Network with the doubleheader tomorrow. Underneath the rack, that one put up. A little aggressive down and deep from Kira Orr. Sean Henderson, second-year head coach for Mandan, wanted to call. He didn't get it. To the other end of the floor. They scrum for it. The ball's going to be thrown out, and it's going to be a foot race back. Fricky's got it. The 8th graders down, up off the glass, gets it to roll. And Maggie Fricky scores. 4 from the field, 3 from the stripe, 7 for her tonight. Minot High's got a 35-21 lead. The Majettes have not been a stranger to putting up some big-time points on the season. You look at what Minot High's been able to do on the year. They're 8-0 on the season when scoring 60 or more. Bottom of the twine, hit there as Fricky goes from downtown. 37-21, Minot High on top. 2:14 remaining. The opening half of the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Minot High with a 16-point lead, crashing and banging towards the glass. Rebound put up. Johnson can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. One-handed, put it up. She missed there. Didn't get the shooter's roll that time, but man, she deserves credit. Down underneath the rack. Pulled down 2 boards there. The hard work paying off. Evenson, other end of the floor. And Mariah Evenson's got her first 2 points in the ballgame. How do you like that? One of the leading scorers from a year ago, Mariah Evenson, coming in as a senior leader of this basketball team, averaging 11 per night. Hasn't needed to contribute a whole lot to that way here in 21-22. She's done it in other ways. 16 blocks on the year, 61% from the free throw line. She's been good for Minot High in many aspects of the game. She just hasn't had to carry the team on her back, maybe like she did last year. Because you got girls like Fricky coming in from 8th grade that averages 18 tonight. Shot was up on the free throw. It was missed on the attempt for Markle. She misses 2 in a row after hitting her first 3 tonight. There's a ball battle in the paint. It's going to be a jump basketball. Who's got the arrow? Both teams are in the bonus, so the possession belongs to the Majettes. Here with 39-21 is the score with 1:27 left in the opening half. I'm not sure who to talk to at Minot High School about the Majettes and Magicians team name dilemma. But it's always one that makes me chuckle just a bit. Because there can be female magicians, I'm pretty sure. And what exactly is a Majette? I got to ask that. Little runner shot is up and in. Everybody knows what a Brave is. So does Kennedy Rich. She's got two more. And now it's 39-23, but Minot High back on the other side of the floor. Inside to Fricky. Double team down and deep, another jump ball. And Minot High does not have the possession arrow, of course. They just had the last one. No, there is an argument here. Jason Schwartz saying the same thing. Conversation's going to continue on. Schwartz having a friendly jog duel there with Sean Henderson. They laugh at the out-of-bounds stripe on the both player benches side here. Friendly one tonight. That one off the left hand for Fricky, no good. Ball's going to be pulled out by Maya Sheldon, and Sheldon's going to bring it back across the timeline. Final minute of play in the opening half of basketball tonight. It's been up and down here. Minot High's had a good performance on the glass and finding the twine here tonight. 6 players on the score sheet for Minot High. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other side for Mandan. We'll have the full recap of the scoring at the break. A half a minute now approaches here in the opening half of basketball as Mandan's back across the timeline. Worked it back away to the elbow, dribbles through the paint. With the ball was Tolman. And she's going to be fouled by Mariah Evenson. Evenson picking up her first personal. 10 team fouls on Minot High in the opening half. Tolman's got 2 from the free throw line. As Mandan is in the bonus. First one for Tolman was short. And that's not where you want that to have an air ball take place, because the Minot High student section was right there and you heard them come to volume. Got chicken fights going on. They got the red, white, and blue on. There's a kid in the tutu back there. She misses the second one of the Minot High student section like that. Gotta like the pressure of varsity ball, don't you? Minot High is gonna have the ball here. Oh, sorry, Mandan will have the ball here. Inbounding for Mandan will be Jordan Tolman. Tolman is going to work this one in. Sends it away to the near side for Kennedy Ritz. Ritz works it back up top. Comes back away down to Jordan Tolman. She drives in the lane. Puts it up off the window. Gets it to fall, and Tolman has 2 more. That's 7 now in the ballgame. Here's Fricky with 7 to play in the opening half. Brings it back up to Lundy. Now Lily Bell from downtown at the buzzer. Can't get that one to fall, and we're through one half of basketball here tonight as Minot High has a 39-25 lead at the break. Well, an entertaining one in that first half of basketball tonight. We're going to tell you all about it when we come back to our Premier Chiropractic intermission report tonight. We'll take a look around the state of North Dakota. We'll give you an update from Bismarck High and Century tonight. We'll get you set up and ready for the second half. Minot leads on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. It's 39-25. It's North Dakota High School girls basketball on the PSP Network.
Thanks for buying some room.
Could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
We've reached halftime in this West Region showdown with number 6 in the West, Mandan, number 3 in the West, Minot. And it's the Majettes that have a 39-25 lead coming into the break tonight. Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can find them online, PremierChiropracticND.com. Big thank you to Premier Chiropractic, Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry Domries can all be found at Premier Chiropractic ND, and that's our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Our little guy Ike, only a year old, sure loves Dr. Becky Perry Domries. We appreciate Premier Chiropractic for all they do for the health of the surrounding area of Minot and everyone in between. 39-25 at the break. Minot High had some big leads in that opening half. 28-11 was the biggest for the Majettes in that opening half of basketball tonight. Mandan clawed back in. Here's the stat line of the recap of the opening period. This brought to you by our friends at the UPS store, located on South Broadway in the Magic City. The UPS store open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturdays 8:30 to 3. The UPS store is located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. It is the UPS store. They bring you the game reset here tonight. Mandan in the first half was led from McKenna Johnson. According to my tally, she had 8. 7 from Jordan Tolman, 7 from Haley Merkel, 2 from Kennedy Ritz, and 1 from Piper Harris. 1 from Morgan Sheldon, rather. Harris not on the score sheet other than the 2 fouls that she committed in that opening half. That should get you to 25. For Minot High, they're led by the 8th grader, Lily Bell. She's got 12 in the contest. Her fellow 8th grade teammate Maggie Fricky's got 10 of the contest. The top 2 tonight for the Majettes. 5 for Tori Height, 5 for Lundy, 5 for Bennett, and 2 for Mariah Evenson. Has Minot High at 39. The Majettes went perfect from the free throw line. Mandan not so much. They hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. They hit 6 of 8, 6 of 9 from the free throw line in the opening half of basketball. Minot beat Mandan earlier on this year, 76-69. That was in this same month, back in January, on January 4th. Mandan looks to see if they could get on the winning side of the score sheet here tonight. It's going to be a dogfight in the second half. Certainly was in the first. Hope you hang around for a second half of basketball. We told you that Bismarck High and Bismarck Century were locking horns tonight in that WDA showdown in the capital city. That's a big one. I believe that one's at halftime, possibly on the PSP network. 49-51. Century leads Bismarck High. That's a battle of number 1 and number 3 inside of the West region. And it's Century that's on top in that showdown tonight. Fun one on the PSP network down there tonight. To get more action tomorrow, we'll have boys high school basketball here on the PSP network. Mandan comes to town to take out Minot High tomorrow night. We'll have the pregame show starting at 7:05. But first, hockey in the day, as you'll have Legacy taking on Mandan tomorrow at 3:15 from the VFW Sports Center in Bismarck. Todd Domries, former University of Mary standout on the hardwood, standout from Langdon in basketball. He's going to move to the ice surface tomorrow. Should be a good one for him tomorrow. He'll have Lane Senevy with him on the call of that one tomorrow on the PSP network. Hope you join us for that in the afternoon. And then hope you join us tomorrow night for the matchup with Minot High and Mandan. One more break, and then we'll come back. We'll have our second half of basketball when we return. Minot High trying to hang on to a 39-25 lead. Second half is next.
30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Time for our second half of basketball here on the PSP network. If you're just joining us tonight, Minot High is in their white uniforms. Mandan is in black tonight. We're underway for the second half, and it didn't take long for Mariah Evenson to put one up and in. Evenson has her first 2 points of the second half of basketball, 4 total here tonight. Mandan's got the ball offensive side of the floor for them. Here's Johnson, puts up a little jump shot. That one's in for McKenna Johnson. She's got 10 now. And Johnson leads the scores for Mandan here tonight. Aguilar, far side. Works it up top around the key. It comes down to Fricky, and Fricky's got it here. Sends it inside, back up top. Aguilar again. Cross court, it comes for Lundy. Lundy's going to dribble it down towards the baseline. Looks for the outlet of Evenson. That one got away from her. And we go back the other way down for Mandan. Across the timeline they come. And the ball's going to be taken here by Johnson again. She got it away from Harris. from downtown. That one was in, then out. The opportunity there for Jordan Tobin. She was robbed on the three-point attempt. Lundy's got it. Sends it back up top from Aguilar. Worked inside again. Here's a little jump shot that's going to hit the side of the rim. That one in, then out on the attempt coming from Elsie Hardy. And Mandan's got the ball back again. Minot High's head coach Jason Schwartz and I had a conversation at the Tires Plus pregame show. Tires Plus Coach's Corner during the Shields pregame show. Don't want to get those two confused. We talked about Minot High's keys tonight and their ability to shoot the basketball and to shoot the lights out of the gymnasium. When they do that, they are tough to beat. Heard that stat in the first half that if they reach 60, they have gone 8-0 on the season. They're almost unbeatable. But it's the other little things that are so important for them. But tonight, it seems like they're having a night where things are going their way. Lundy's got 7 now, and Minot High extends the lead to 43-27. It's going to be a foul on the baseline. That one's going to come on Elsie Hardy, I do believe. It is on Hardy. Third personal. First team foul here in the second half. Minot High with their ball control. The other key that we talked about here tonight. They've been good with that. It's just such a dogfight inside the West region. Any time that you get together, doesn't matter if it's boys or girls on the hardwood. Just seems like anybody's got the ability on any given night, maybe unless you're playing Bismarck Century. They've been tough to beat. They're 8-0 on the year. Bismarck High's pretty darn good too. They're number 2 right now at 8-1 of the season. Minot High's no slouch either at 7-1. But the games are close for the most part across the board. Lily Bell's got 2 more in her first 2 of the contest in the second half. That's a game-high 14 for Lily Bell. Mandan has it. They work it inside. Basketball's going to come back away on the floor from Bell. Touch Fricky last, and Mandan's going to have the ball back. Well, you look at the matchups that we've seen this season. That last matchup for Minot High with Jamestown and a 62-61 thrilling victory for Minot High where Fricky had the basketball with 2 seconds left. She launched from half court and gave Minot High the win as the horn sounded. The ball went into the air. They're close like that in a lot of nights in the WDA, and that's one thing that I always question with young basketball teams or young athletic teams. How do they handle that pressure? And it hasn't seemed like Minot High has had any issues with the pressure cooker being turned all the way up to the maximum. They don't have much pressure right now. They've got a cushion at 45-28 on their home floor, but it's Mandan back to the other end. Here's Emerly, puts it up off the glass and in. And Faith Emerly's got her first 2 points of the ball game. Emerly's a player that's talked about in the scouting report as one of the ones that has potential to go on to play somewhere at the next level. Ball's going to be taken here and worked inside from Sheldon off the glass. The attempt was up from Harris, no good. All blocked at the rack. No soup for you, says Bell. And we go back the other way now for Fricky. She'll dribble drive, puts it up off the glass. There's a foul on the play and then some extra afterwards. And a technical foul is going to be called here on Faith Emerly. That's going to be her 3rd. And there's going to be a timeout coming here.
Second personal, second team foul.
2 shots coming here for Fricky on the technical foul, and Fricky's not the one that you want at the charity stripe. Again on the season, 50 for 55 from the free throw line coming into tonight. She's 53 now for 58. 59th attempt, 54th make. She's got 11 now in the contest for Minot High. Here's the 8th grader with the next one, and that one is pure as well. How much time is spent in the driveway for Maggie Fricky? That's the question. How many more nights in the driveway will there be for Maggie Fricky? I would have to think quite a few as her basketball career continues on. Only an 8th grader. The future is certainly bright for Fricky and company from Minot High School. Works up top. Fricky's got it here from the elbow. Works it off over to Bell. Lundy from downtown. Twists the twine at the bottom of the net. Minot High's got a 20-point lead. Second three-pointer of the night for Lundy, 15th of the year. Inside the West region is one of the top shooters inside the West. Shoots 51% from the field and good from downtown. You see that again here tonight. Ball's going to be taken away from the Majettes by Faith Eberly off the window and an easy lay-in. And Eberly's getting the motor moving here in the second half. All four of hers come in the second half here tonight. Fricky, a crossover move, kicks it off to Lundy. Worked it inside, then back up top. Here's Fricky from downtown. Back-to-back threes on the score sheet for Fricky. And it's a 53-32 advantage here for the Majettes. Harris takes it down, didn't get the roll. Mandad's had opportunities tonight. They just haven't had luck around the rim here in this ball game. Here's an attempt from Johnson that was off the mark. Who touched it last? They say Johnson, and Minot High will get the ball back. In comes Maya Sheldon and number 20, Haley Markle. Morgan Sheldon checks out, so does 32, Jordan Tobin. Minot High's going to carry the ball back across the timeline. Fricky's got it here. Dribbles it back. Bell didn't wait on this one. Bell's off the mark just a bit. Rebound pulled down. Sent up there from Tori Height. She's fouled. That was Maya Sheldon that commits her second personal. Second team foul. 53-32. Minot High's got the lead, and Height's got the opportunity to extend that lead here in the second half. 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Make it 3 for 3 for Tori Height. Her first points in the second half of basketball. Well, if you folks could do us a favor and head to the social media platforms for the PSP Network and make sure to hit like and follow on Twitter and Facebook. Your support on those platforms, surprisingly enough, does big things for our promotion of local athletes across the board. The more followers we have, the more views of these games, the more views, the more kids that get promoted. So we ask that you certainly do that if you so kindly would, and hit subscribe on YouTube as well if you're watching there, helping us complete our mission of promoting athletes across western North Dakota. Bell was off the mark, but the board pulled down from Lamoureux, kicked it back to the middle. Came to Fricky. Here's Height from downtown. Threes are aplenty tonight for the Majettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them in the ball game here tonight. And they're at 58 right now. They get to that 60 mark, and you know that that's their magic number on the season. They're tough to beat when they reach that milestone. And they're 2 away here with 11 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in the second half. McKenna Johnson wants to change that. She puts it off the window and in. We go back the other way, but first, a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well, but we'll leave it inside of the venue here at Magic City campus. To tell you about our friends at Magic City Inspections, a locally owned company that's committed to providing exceptional inspection services to make sure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. You can find them online, MinotInspections.com. Big thanks again to Magic City Inspections, proud supporter of North Dakota high school athletics on the PSP Network. Clean Tech is also there for you 24/7 for disaster response and restoration services. CleanTech, LLC.US. Clean Tech's been coming to the rescue since 1992. The UPS store located in the Magic City in the Marketplace Foods Plaza is there for all your packing and shipping needs. The UPS store and the UPSstore.com. And again, don't forget to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. They really are. The number 99 there, let me tell you, probably one of the better things that I've had in the Magic City, and that's no lie, not just because they're a sponsor, but because they really are that good. It's not like I'm some kind of food critic, but currently probably floating around 60 lbs I could probably drop, so I do know what I'm talking about. Ball's taken here by Height, kicks it back off. Aguilar kicks it back in. Oh, big stuff there Coming down was Piper Harris. She said, I don't think so. Nice block from her. 58-34, Minot High's on top. In this West Region showdown tonight. 32 back in here for Mandan. That's Jordan Tolman, but she's got a laces issue, so she's going to fall to a knee and tie the laces up. It was 39-25 at the half. It's now 58-34. Minot High in the driver's seat to this one. Mandan started hot tonight. Minot High had to come and battle back, and once they got going, they just haven't really cooled off in this one. Ball's taken away here from Piper Harris, however. She'll bring it back to the other end of the floor. A little skip pass across. Work back up top from NBA land. That's nothing but net. Haley Markle, 10th point to the ball game, and she was way outside the arc. Aguilar brings it back up top. Handled here by the Majettes, and they carry back across. Tori Height down low. Lily Bell to Aguilar. Aguilar stops and pops. She's fouled. That one's going to be charged on Jordan Tobin. That looks like her second personal, according to my count. Third team foul here in the second half. Aguilar to the charity stripe here tonight. She hits the front of the rim, then the back. Gets that one to fall in, and Aguilar's got her first points of the contest. Aguilar only averages 6.8 per night, but a player that currently has 32 assists inside of conference play. That's good enough for number 4 inside of the West Region. A lot of that offense will come through Aguilar, the 5'9" junior guard. Talk about that and finding your role, knowing where you fall in line. Here's another shot. Heat check. That's in. Haley Markle, back-to-back three-pointers. And the lead cut back to 20. 60-40 here in the second half. Knowing that role and buying into the system and the program is such a big piece to the puzzle. Tori Height's got 2 more. A pair of 3s and a 2, and then 4 from the free throw line. Not a bad outing for her tonight. Up off the window on the other side. Mandan's not done yet. Haley Markle's got 2 more. She's taken this game into her own hands on the Mandan side. But the lead's still at 20 for the Majettes in this one. It's North Dakota High School basketball, the PSP Network. Minot High in the driver's seat. Don't go anywhere. More to come from the Magic City.
Top Sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
.11 left here in this second half of basketball. It's the Majettes on top here tonight to the PSP Network. Sure appreciate you for joining us for this showdown here tonight. The doubleheader on the PSP Network, of course. You've got Bismarck Century and Bismarck High tonight. That's a 6-point ball game on the boys' side of things. It's Century that leads. It is Century that leads Bismarck High by 6 at 59-53 against Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont have the call of that one tonight. And a big one inside of the West Region. That's a number 1 versus number 3 battle. Century, the higher seed in that ball game, coming into the matchup. Century, the real deal. They're tough to beat. Minot High, tough to beat as well on the boys' side. They're ranked number 3 in all of North Dakota. They're in action tomorrow against Mandan. Hope you join us for that one tomorrow night. Should be a fun one on the PSP Network. 5 points now for Mariah Evenson, make it 6. Spoke too soon as she's going to net her second from the free throw line. Foul was charged, by the way, if you're keeping track at home. Maya Sheldon was charged with the foul. Start the bus chant coming out from the Minot High student section with a 22-point lead. What's the etiquette? Where's that line fall into place? When is it too early to start that chant? You got to be careful with it, especially when there's teams with the ability to go on some runs. They may be safe here tonight. Give Mandan credit. They're not giving up in this contest, but Minot High has had some muscle in this WDA showdown. with the 22-point lead. Here's the shot from the outside that was off the mark from Jordan Tobin. And on a different shooting night for Mandan, this is a different ballgame. They've had their opportunities and some close chances. A lot have been in and then out to this contest here for Sean Henderson's team. That WDA tournament's going to be wild, let me tell you. That's going to be a couple days in Bismarck. We'll have it on the PSP Network for you. Hope you're locked and loaded and ready for that showdown on the PSP Network. 3 days in the capital city. Foul's going to be charged here on Maya Sheldon. She's in foul trouble now. That's her 4th personal. Bell's at the charity stripe. She hasn't been at the free throw line yet tonight. She is now. She's hit from the field 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then she's hit an extra 2 from behind the charity stripe, from behind the 3-point line, sorry. Now she's got the hat trick tonight. She's at the free throw line, and she nets another in a 65-42 lead. Continuing to grow here for Minot High tonight. Bell's second attempt. That one rolled off the rim, no good. Height's got it. She'll fire off the front of the rim, no good there. Board pulled down by the Braves, and they bring it back across the timeline. Run and gun to the other end of the floor. Tobin trying to kick it back up top. That one's going to go off of Piper Harris. And out of play it went. Well, the student section with a grade A here tonight for Minot High School. You have to give them credit. Got to make it tough to play on your home floor. We talked about that in high school hockey last night. Minot High was at Bismarck High. The Magicians swept the Demons in the regular season with a 3-1 victory last night. Did a good one on the PSP Network. Matt Morelli and I had the call of that contest. You can go back to our on-demand archive on YouTube and watch it if you'd like. We talked about the old school days of high school hockey in North Dakota. And if you're new to it or don't know, anywhere that Minot High used to go, the opposing teams would throw dead rabbits out onto the ice. Yeah, it's a little maybe out of line this day and age. Certainly brought an extra element to the games. Talked about it last night that the record was in Bismarck back in 2006, I believe it was. 26 rabbits thrown on the ice after Minot High shut out the Demons. Nothing but net for Maya Aguilar. Downtown, and it's 68-42. Minot High on top with 8:18 left here in the second half. There's action over at the Minot sideline now as well. Yeah, can you imagine that? 26 dead rabbits on the ice as a tribute to the rivalry between the Demons, the Magi. How about that move up with the left hand? Count it, and she's fouled. Lily Bell's got 2 and a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play. She has been on a different planet here tonight. Came in averaging 15. She's at 17 right now with an opportunity to move to 18 after that foul was charged.
How do you not know who it's on? How do we not know who it's on?
Foul in the paint. Foul's charged on number 20, Haley Merkel.
Foul number 20, Haley Markle.
Her first personal.
First personal 16 foul.
Here's Sean Henderson having a conversation with O'Keefe, one of the most respected officials inside of North Dakota high school basketball, so much so that he was just named the top official inside of high school basketball here in 21-22. Congratulations, Lance O'Keefe. Quite the honor that is. He has a conversation with Sean Henderson. They talk it over. Gotta like Sean Henderson and his ability to be fiery on the bench. That's his style. It's gonna be a foul here.
Fouls on number 20, Haley Markle. Second personal.
Markle's got back-to-back fouls now charged to her name. And Minot High is now in the bonus. At the charity stripe, it's Kinsey Kaler from Minot High from the free throw line, and she's going to get on the score sheet. Tonight for the Majettes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players on the score sheet here tonight for Minot High. The depth of the Majettes has been one of the talked about things across the West region this year with their youth, but they can go deep into the bench, and you see that here tonight. Ball's handled by the Braves. They take it now with Markle worked up top. Here's a head fake from Harris. She'll run it in. Missed on the outside. Big collision over there. Look out. And who's going to get the basketball? It's going to be Minot High ball. Big collision there with Lamoureux. She got together with Harris. Lamoureux's out. Bennett's back in for Minot High. The daughter of the Minot High Magicians boys hockey head coach Jason Bennett. Been the head coach for Minot High for the last 8 seasons. They look to be at the top of the region when it's all said and done. I think basketball is wild this year. You should see WDA hockey. Well, what more do you say about Lily Bell tonight? 12 in the first half, 7 in the second. Putting in a pretty good nomination for herself to be our player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips tonight. Downtown on the other side, a big three-pointer. Markle's got another three-pointer. That's her third 3 of the ballgame. Markle's at the top of the list in this contest here tonight. She had 7 in the first half. She's got 11 here in the second for 18 tonight, right behind Lily Bell. Good outing here for Markle. Avery Lundy's in the corner. How about a downtown shot for Lundy? Money ball. Back-to-back threes for Avery Lundy. Minot High's up to 76 points here tonight with time remaining, with 6:18 remaining here in this first half. I'm sorry, in the second half. That would be a magical number, wouldn't it? Up off the glass it is. Faith Everly's got 2 more. Joke all the time during these broadcasts. Only my first mistake of the season. I think that joke's been used about 14 times by now. The ones that I catch on my own. 76-47. No mistakes here for Minot High tonight. They have been good. And another foul drawn. Markle's going to be charged on the offensive. That's her 3rd personal. 8th team foul. Minot High is going to get the ball back. As Lundy's going to have it here, Lundy's going to send it in. Well, it's going to be hard to argue with Lily Bell here tonight. She'll probably be up for our player of the week as well. Brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jackson Bradley last night for Minot High Hockey had a pretty impressive performance as well. You can vote for our player of the game and our player of the week on the PSP Network. Send us a tweet on Twitter or a message on Facebook. We'll take them either way. Full timeout, Minot High. 76-47, all Majettes here tonight.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
.537 remains here in the second half of basketball tonight. Minot High in the driver's seat in this one. 76-47. Some more ball to be played here, however. A good one on the PSP Network on our brother station tonight. It's Bismarck Century and Bismarck High. That's number 1 against number 3 inside of the West region. Century leading 69-65. 6:50 left in the second half. Again, Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont have the call of that one. Here's Johnson off the window and in, and Johnson adds 2 more. 14 tonight for Johnson. Not a bad outing for the freshman. Lundy puts it up off the window. She missed. Back to the other end of the floor it comes here for Mandan. Harris up top. How about this heat check from way downtown? That one from Markle. She missed. Mountain High will get the ball back. There's that student section again for Mountain High all over Markle here tonight. Not sure if they're keeping track, but if they were, they would give her some credit. 3 3-pointers, another field goal here in the second half. 18 total tonight for Markle, leading the scores for Mandan in this showdown. Ball's taken underneath the rack for Mountain High. Shot came up. It's going to go up off the window. Board pulled down here by the Braves. It's going to be taken up by Markle. Markle's going to bring it back across. Harris is over the timeline. Harris dribbles through the legs. Now she charges the lane, stops and pops, puts it up and in. Believe it or not, that's Piper Harris's first points of the contest tonight, according to my count. Turnover. Mandan's got it again. Easy 2 up off the window. Everly has had a big second half. That's 8 points for her in the second half. Mandan not going to give up in this one. You can promise that. Tori Height works it down and deep. Back up top it comes around for Fricky, and Fricky takes it down. She's going to be fouled in the play. Mandan's a team that on the Eurozone scored their opponents in total by 51 total points. 632 to 581 to be exact. Minot High has had that advantage as well here on their stat line. 175 extra for the Majettes here this year. 703 points scored in total compared to the 528 that they have given up. Maggie Fricky just doesn't miss from the free throw line. She has another. And it's 77-53 as the 8th grader has another opportunity here. For her 18th of the night, she's got it. She averages 18. She hits that mark here tonight. Minot High collectively averaging 78 per night. Nice move inside. I apologize. I think that was Markle again that scores. Looking down at the stat sheet for you folks here tonight, it's Mandan that averages 63 compared to the 58 they give up a night. Meanwhile, we miss Fricky hitting from money ball territory, and Fricky's got 3 3-pointers in a row on the score sheet tonight, and now she turns the ball over, sends it over, back they come. Evenson's going to bring it down, stops, puts it up off the glass, no good. Evenson her own rebound, she's fouled. Meanwhile, it was Haley Markle on the far side that went after the basketball and went into the bleachers over on the far sideline. That was not a polite collision. She's up, she's at half court, she's all right, but it made quite the noise. That wasn't a fun one to watch. That was a hard hit. Evenson adds another one to her total tonight that she hits from the free throw line. Morgan Sheldon was charged. That's her second personal. 10th team foul. And down the stretch we come as the Start the Bus chant comes alive in the Magic City. Everly's got 2 more. 10 in the second half for her. 83-57. Majettes are on top. Aguilar crossover comes back to the left side. Spins it out. Lily Bell gets that one to roll in, and Lily Bell has been impressive here tonight. Mariah Evenson charged with the foul. That's going to be her second personal. Only the 4th team foul on Minot High here tonight, so that will bring Mandan back to half court where they're going to inbound the basketball. Up at half court. Dribble drive. Markle runs it in. She puts the shot up. She's going to be fouled. She's had a rough ending to the second half. Elsie Hardy charged with her 4th personal.
Elsie Hardy, 4th personal. 5th team foul. Markle to line for 2.
Markle to the free throw line. Bounces that one off the front of the rim. She has been solid in this second half for Mandan. 13 for her the second half, 20 total here tonight. At the top of the list, for Mandan, right up there with Lily Bell as well. Bell's got the rebound after Marco missed the second one. It's a barn burner in Bismarck tonight, 74-65. It's Century on top of Bismarck High at the Carl Gard Gymnasium. That one on the PSP Network as well tonight, just so you folks know. Runner back to the other end of the floor, up off the glass and in, and Markle has come alive here in the second half. She came in averaging 8, and she has surpassed that in a big-time way tonight. Great outing for her. Timeout on the floor, we'll take one as well. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard has Minot High on top, 85-59. Shots Crossroad postgame show right around the corner. Hope you stick around for that tonight. Well, that was just a short timeout, actually. We're going to keep it here. My apologies. I thought we were going to a break. We're not. We'll be there soon enough for the Shots Crossroad postgame show. Hope you join us for that tonight. We'll name our Roger Ward Moving and Storage Move of the Game here tonight. We'll also name our MVP of the contest. Brought to you by Sport Clips of Bismarck and Minot. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Nice no-look pass. Piper Harris sent it down and deep to Morgan Sheldon. And Sheldon's got 3 points now in the ball game, and she laid that one off the window and in. Faith Eberly's going to be charged. And that's number 5 on Faith Eberly tonight. She's going to foul out of the ball game.
Number 22, Kennedy Redson for the Braves. Lily Bell to the line.
Lily Bell to the charity stripe tonight. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And Lily Bell's going to hit again. .22 total tonight for Lily Bell. Make it 23. Not too bad for an 8th grader, hey? Oh my goodness. I have to apologize. We're calling Carew Lamore Lamoureux here tonight. That's my apologies. Because that last name is spelled quite similar to the Lamoureux name that you'll see it from Bismarck Legacy, the head coach of the Legacy Sabres, who will be in action tomorrow on the PSP Network when Legacy takes on Mandan tomorrow. That's a big one tomorrow for the Mandan Braves. Hope you folks join us from the VFW tomorrow afternoon. Downtown shot from Piper Harris. She hits for 3. There's fight left in the dog here for Mandan, 87-66, but the Sands in the hourglass, these are the days of our lives, are starting to run thin now for Mandan as we approach a minute 13 remaining here in the second half of basketball. Give the Braves and Sean Henderson's crew credit here tonight. They've done a nice job in their efforts here tonight, and now they're going to bring in some more talent into the contest, and the starters are going to be on the bench here tonight. You can see the frustration coming there from McKenna Johnson. Nothing to frown about tonight for McKenna Johnson, however. She had 8 in the first half, 8 in the second, 16 total tonight for Johnson. Down to the final minute, 7 of this ball game. Minot High's got the ball and out with it. This is Lady Will. Lady's over the timeline, crosses back over. She's got some fancy shoes. From the elbow it comes. Work back over to Lundy, and Lundy works it back around the perimeter where it comes to Lamore again. Lamore's got it here. She's going to scrum for it. And we'll have a jump basketball coming with 43.6 seconds remaining. Once again, we ask that you hit like and follow on all of our social media platforms. Help us promote local athletes across the board. PSP Network, our mission is promoting local athletes. Do that by bringing you these broadcasts free of charge in Western North Dakota. We're unable to do that without the sponsors that you see and hear from each and every night on the PSP Network. If you can, we ask that you patronize those sponsors as well and tell them thanks for what they do for us. Lamore's got her first points of the ball game. Final 40 left here in the second half and in the ball game. Mandan's got the basketball. Open look from the corner. Meshke off the mark. Board pulled down by the Braves. It's going to be worked up top from Bogner. Comes back away to the elbow, then out to the outside here for Harper Harris. She sends it in. Bogner missed off the window. Rebound pulled down by the Braves, and they're going to handle down with Meshke. There will be a foul inside here with 15 seconds remaining. Morey charged with her first personal, 16 foul. Mandan to inbound. Shot from the corner is off the mark. Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up in just a moment here on the PSP Network. Sure hope you fans join us for that, as this one's going to wind down to zeros on the clock tonight. Minot High is going to improve to a record of 7-1. I'm sorry, 8-1 now on the year inside of the conference. 5-6 now for Mandan with their loss to the Majettes here tonight. Hard-fought basketball games. Give credit on both sides of the floor tonight. But it was Minot High that prevails in this showdown inside of West Region play. Shots Crossroads postgame show is next. Join us as we'll break this one down on the PSP Network.
Hi guys, what can I get you guys today? I don't know what to order.
Would you like to hear the story of how I learned what to order?
Whoa! What is that?
That's called a big rig, little lady, and that's the best dead-gum meal here at Shots Crossroads.
Don't wait just a gall darn minute, Harry. You know darn well the best thing about Shots is breakfast. A 99 is how it's done.
You mean a 109?
No, I don't.
The real pros know that it starts with dessert. No matter what you get, everything begins with a caramel roll.
Hey, little dude. The truth is, there's a lot of right answers on this menu. My favorite is the golden crispy chicken strips and crinkle cut fries. Just listen to your heart, and you can't go wrong. Now go make that order, bud. Oh, hey, kid. Whatever you do, don't forget the ranch.
So what you're saying is, as long as I follow my heart, I can't make a wrong choice?
No, kid. The point of the story is order whatever you want.
All right. I'll take a big rig, a 99, a 109, an order of chicken strips with crispy fries, and I'd take a caramel roll to start with, please. Wait, and don't forget the ranch.
Minot High takes care of business on their home floor tonight with a 88-66 victory over the Mandan Braves tonight here on the PSP Network. It was a good one, and a good one for the 8th grader tonight, Lily Bell, who is going to be named our MVP of the contest here tonight. Lily comes into the matchup tonight averaging 15. You end up with 23 tonight. Did you know your stat line was going to be that high tonight?
No, not tonight.
When you prepare for matchups like this, what do you look to do in a West Region showdown like this? Obviously, you've got teammates around you that can get the job done as well.
Yeah.
Do you prepare looking to score 23 a night?
I try to get my average, and then I just start with easy points and then get out to where I can shooting threes and stuff.
Talk about your teammates a little bit as well here, Lily. I mean, the score sheet is filled up for Minot High.
Yeah.
Plenty of girls around you that can get the job done. How much of a stress relief is it for you, or how much weight is off your shoulders when other girls are hitting like Fricky and Evenson and Bennett, Lundy, Height? You can go down the list. How much of a relief is that for you when everybody's
It's great
going?
because when I'm tired, they help me and they just score so I can get my break, and then we can all help each other, just pass and get assists.
Right now, 8-1 inside the conference. How big was this win over Mandan for you?
It was big, yeah.
We sure appreciate you for joining us here tonight. I got to
you.
ask you this. To all the younger kids out there, and we say young kids, you're only in 8th grade for my goodness sakes. What do you say to young basketball players and young girls out there? How much work do you put into this?
Hours, like lots of hours. Just you got to have that work ethic.
Got to have the work ethic. You had it tonight. A great job here tonight.
Thank you.
You're MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips. Thanks again for
Thank you.
joining us, and a great job here tonight. That's Lily Bell, our player of the game here on the PSP Network. The 8th grader scores 23 tonight for the Majettes to lead the scorers for Minot High here tonight. How about that performance? MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips, where you can have the MVP experience. Sport Clips, home to that MVP experience. Find them online as well, sportclips.com. Minot in Bismarck for your MVP experience at Sport Clips. It is our Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. We had Lily Bell come up to the broadcast area. We got to go back to a commercial break so we could tally up the rest of the tallies here tonight in the showdown inside of West Region play, where Minot High ends up with an 88-66 victory here on the PSP Network. We'll have the stat lines and a Roger Ward moving and storage move the game when we come back to the to the Shots Crossroads postgame show here on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Final tonight on the PSP Network. Minot 88, Mandan 66. In this West Region showdown tonight, the win for Minot High puts them at 8-1 inside the conference. 5-6 now for Mandan with their drop here tonight in the Magic City in a matchup that featured a little bit of everything here tonight. Plenty of girls on the score sheet to this one. Mandan had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the score sheet. Minot had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. The number 5 ranked Majettes, though, prevailed in this showdown tonight on the PSP Network. I'm Nick Hulberg. This is the Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Shots Crossroads home to the famous number 99. Shots Crossroads open 24/7, 365. Big thanks to Shots Crossroads for their continued support of North Dakota high school athletics. Shots Crossroads, fantastic stuff. My wife and I and our little guy, we actually swung in there the other day. We took it to go, ordered online, and got it to go. The ham and cheese balls and the chicken strips is what I went with. The family had the ham and cheese balls. Didn't want to get too carried away, but Papa Bear maybe had a little more than he should have had because that ranch was pretty darn good at Shots Crossroads. They bring you the postgame show here tonight, and it's time to take a look at our game reset. A few people bringing you this tonight. Magic City Inspections, one of them. MonitInspections.com is where you can find them. Clean Tech and CleanTech LLC.us coming to the rescue since 1992. The UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. And Jersey Mike's, where you can vote for this week's Player of the Week at Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's subs a sub above. Let's start with the Braves from Mandan, and one of the players that deserves a ton of credit here tonight was Haley Markle, who's going to go down and lead the Braves in this ball game. She had 7 in the first half and then went off, scored the rest in the second. 22 total for her tonight. Kennedy Ritz ended up with 2 tonight. 5 for Piper Harris, 3 for Morgan Sheldon, 7 for Jordan Tobin, 10 for Faith Eberly, and that all came in the second half. 16 for McKenna Johnson, 4 better than her average coming into tonight. In total, it was Mandan that scored 66. On the other side, Bonnet High tonight was led by our player of the game, Lily Bell. The 8th grader had 23. Maggie Fricky, also an 8th grader, she ended with 20 tonight. 10 in the first half, 10 in the second. Not a bad outing for the pair of 8th graders tonight. 7 for the senior Mariah Evenson. 5 for Aguilar. 5 for Presley Bennett. 1 for Lamore, and 12 tonight for Tori Height. Not a bad outing for Height either. 4.7 coming into tonight. And she went off for 12 in the ball game here for the Majettes. One of the key storylines for me in this one tonight, the 3-pointers that were scored from Minot High. Lily Bell had 1, 2 on her own name, on the scoreline of her own name here tonight. Tori Height had 1, 2. Lundy had 1, 2, 3 threes. Bennett had a 3 tonight. Aguilar had a 3 tonight. Fricky had a hat trick of 3s on her own right tonight. It's kind of the difference maker of the ball game. Minot High was moving and shooting the lights out of the gym from 3-land here tonight. Again, a big performance from the Majettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total 3-pointers in this contest here on the PSP Network. You got to like those numbers if you're Jason Shores here tonight. Well, we've already named our Sport Clips MVP of the game, Lily Bell, the 8th grader from Minot High. Time to select our Roger Ward Moving and Storage move of the game here tonight. Roger Ward Moving and Storage, whether you're moving across town or across the country, it's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. If you're in Mandan or Bismarck, that's Jobbers Moving and Storage. They've got locations in Bismarck, in Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. Plenty to pick from here tonight on this score sheet, but for me, the move of the game is going to be Maggie Fricky with 3 3-pointers back to back to back in this showdown here tonight. She's got our move of the game, and it's 3 moves in total. 3 3-pointers all in a row on the score sheet tonight. She's got a Roger Ward Moving and Storage move of the game. That's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. Minot High takes care of business, 88-66 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. A busy day tomorrow on the PSP Network. We'll start off tomorrow. We're going to have high school swimming, a late add to the schedule tomorrow morning. That's here at the Magic City Pool. From there, we're going to have high school hockey, 3:15. That will be about a 2:45-ish pregame show with Todd Domries and Lane Sedeby tomorrow. Coach of the Bobcats joining Todd Domries tomorrow for that one. Hope you join us. That's Mandan and Legacy, and a big one at the VFW Sports Center. And a big one is an understatement. Those teams jockeying for position inside the West region. And then tomorrow night, we'll have the call on the PSP Network of boys high school basketball. Number 2, Minot High's at home on their home floor, taking on unranked Mandan tomorrow night. But you can throw those rankings out the window. It doesn't matter. Any given night, it's going to be a good one inside of North Dakota high school basketball in the WDA. We expect that tomorrow night. Thanks again for joining us here tonight. Big thanks to Sean Henderson for stopping by and Jason Schwartz. Andrew Woodbeck deserves some credit tonight. He ran our camera for us. Great job. Little Woody, we sure appreciate you being here and helping us out tonight as well. Big thanks to you, the fans, for watching tonight. And a big thank you to all those sponsors that bring these games your way on the PSP Network. Frankly, without them, we just wouldn't be here. PSP Network, proud to bring you North Dakota High School Athletics. Proud to bring you this one tonight as well. Minot High again with a final score in the victory on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Is victorious, 88-66. I'm Nick Hulberg signing off till tomorrow night at 7:05 for the Shields pregame show. Have a good night and God bless.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.